Hi, welcome back to Mother Hope Light. I feel drawn to do another reading. I just finished a career abundance reading. If you feel drawn to watch that, that's the previous reading. I guess I'm feeling drawn to do another one, but it's a lot of, it feels like glitchy energy. Like just when you think you've settled something, that's not what it was. Yeah, exactly. Like with the Magician in reverse energy, I get like, for example, baking a cake. You think it's gonna come out or anything, cooking anything. Do you think it's gonna come out one way and it's not, like based on the ingredients you use or what you put into it, it's not what it was. And with the Ace of Wands in reverse, it's not the beginning you wanted, or it's not the outcome you wanted. So it didn't start. It wasn't offered. So yeah, I'm getting that, a lot of that. It's almost like shifting energy. And I don't usually say, well, I do say like shifts in energy, but shifting seems important. So I will do just a general spread to, pick up on that energy again. It's not what you were counting on. Is not what it ended up being. What you thought, what you wanted, is not. It's not what you get, and I think that's always a good surprise. You want to be open to that, of course. You want to not limit yourself on what the outcome could be. You want to be open to your highest possibility, your highest timeline, your highest alignment. Again, 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so let's see. It's going to be again for the collective. In regards to this energy that I'm feeling, what is the collective? Oh, right away. Yep, there's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. Let me take a couple more and then I'll clarify. For the collective, what is the current energy? Ooh. Okay, this way. Not seeing, or now you see what you should have seen. A lot of truth, or you weren't seeing the truth. You could have been waiting on something that again didn't work out, didn't pan out. Sometimes with that shift reference, you didn't see it for a reason. Maybe you're supposed to stay in a certain energy because it's in divine timing. You're not supposed to know the outcome when you want to know it. It's gonna come in, in perfect timing. And you could have walked away. If it was a situation where you offered a cup, or you had, let me move this. You were waiting for something to work out, something to pan out. You instead decided to walk away. It didn't look like what it thought you wanted. It wasn't anything that was offered. It could have been something that started really fast. It could be a love situation. I'll pull more on that. And maybe with the King of Swords in reverse, I get the ghosting energy. It was something that came in and left and kind of left you obviously upside down. So let's pull up. Let me get 2 more cards. Ooh, I did a spin. King of Wands in reverse. Might be on reverse except for that 8. One more. Get a lot of the other individual, the other woman in this situation, and this energy of the Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse can be, I get cunning, angry, vile. Not a good energy. Deceptive. I get a lot of deception. You could have been interfering with how you saw things or what you ended up seeing. The version of what you got, what you saw, what played out for you. Because we can only know, you know, our side. It's always even more than two sides. It's a lot of key factors that go into any relationship, situation, partnership. Let's see if I can get one more. Death in reverse. Yep, so we got all reverse except for this 8 of Wands. So yes, let's see. Yeah, I'm still very strong on this deceptive energy on the Queen of Wands. Somebody that played a part. Doesn't have to be necessarily feminine energy. And very catty, and I get that with the black cat energy. Very catty, you know, curled back, hissing even. Very watching you. I get a lot of the watching. Could be somebody watching, if you're on social media or in your friend group, somebody watching to see what you're doing. And of course, you don't see this, or if you didn't see this, I don't want to say you feel it because I don't see cups for this, but it's almost like not in your radar. Because again, you can only control what your side, I guess, of the situation. And let's clarify Knight of Wands in reverse. What is the collective need to move for this Knight of Wands in reverse? To show. See what is the collective need to know for this Knight of Wands. 10 of Wands. Yeah, this was a heavy load. This was painful to carry, painful. Yeah, just a heavy load. And in this card, you know, they're actually, I get the movement, they're still carrying that. So if it's something that from your past it didn't work out, like I said, there was no beginning, nothing was offered, you didn't receive the clarity that you needed. If something came in, like I said, it came in fast, but it wasn't resolved. You could be in this energy that you're still carrying that. And it's a lot of fire energy, so a lot of wands. Could have been something very passionate, exciting. Of course, that's always exciting, passionate. I'm getting passion over lust. So it's not something lustful. It's almost like it's like a soul connection. So I'm curious to see once I get more cards if we get it's like a soul bond, and I think that's why you could be reevaluating, re-examining it, because you were holding on to that. It was a lot to hold on to, but again, if we're carrying on to something and it's getting heavy, it's a heavy load without an offer, without truth or communication, without a beginning. It's almost like it should be a death situation. It should be, it's like, you know, I can give more to this. It's a lot of outside energy that I'm not getting. I'm not getting that emotional fulfillment, that emotional connection. You know, maybe this is your energy here that I need to move away from this. And it happens to be under or above the death energy. To move out of that, get out of that situation. So let's clarify Ace of Pentacles in reverse for the collective. Oh yeah, indecision. Highs and lows. What was the highs and lows? What did that teach you? I get all that because again, you're carrying this without playing a lot into outside factors and what their situation was. So this is what's your love interest. What are they dealing with? No, this is you. This is what you carry. This is what you got. This is your decision to see if this is what you want. This is what aligns with you. And yeah, because we can't, well, I mean, we don't want to expect others to know what we do want them to know how it affects us, how their actions affects you, but you're the one dealing with that. So you know yourself better, and this is how much I can take. Do you want it, like, and just because you've been in situations where you can take this load, that should be a lesson. That should be something that should not be repeating. That should be a cycle that needs to close out. It does not have to be this hard. It does not have to be this hard for somebody to give you truths, emotional fulfillment, give you action, not keep you in the dark. It should be light and breezy, easy. You know, love should be easy. Victory. Move on. Another one. Okay, so let's clarify this. 2 swords in reverse. Yeah, love should be easy. And not in the way that it's not challenging and you don't learn from it. It doesn't make you a better person, but it shouldn't be a load. It shouldn't be a heavy burden, a heavy load to try to get this cup from anyone. Let's clarify 2 swords in reverse for the collective. More swords. Yeah, 5 of swords. I believe I mentioned deception. But get this energy of looking back. And a lot of maybe defensiveness, a lot of confusion, a lot of mental confusion. Where if you were kept in the dark about truth, communication, you don't want to be stuck in that. You don't want to be stuck in that it's like a mental fog. These clouds stick out. Yeah, it's dark clouds. You don't want to be stuck in dark clouds. And again, that could just be from somebody that didn't offer what you needed. So it left you confused, because it might have been a passionate start. It might have been something really exciting. And if maybe that's your opportunity to look at that and see if that was just a lustful connection, or if that was more of a soul tie. You know, you want to have a soul connection, or I value more a soul connection than lust, because lust, you know, that's temporary. We all grow old. Vanity fades, unless, you could make changes cosmetically to that, but vanity changes, it fades. And if you're basing a meaningful relationship on just that, it's almost like that's a fog. Because you might not be attracted. You might be attracted to the next person or you come across. You won't have that, almost like that stable ground, the stable roots in a connection that can grow. It's not going to grow. I get that symbolism of buying just flowers, beautiful flowers. Yeah, they're beautiful flowers. They can sit on a table, adorn your space. But, they have a shelf life. They end up dying, withering, browning. That very strong symbolism of it fades, that beauty fades, versus, planting a plant, watering it, having more of that, not give and take, but symbiotic relationship where you're nurturing that plant, you're watering it, you're giving it sun, you're contributing it to its growth. And if it's a flowering plant, eventually, it will flower, it will bloom. And that's, to me, more valuable than just having that beautiful arrangement of flowers. you know, the Instagram worthy arrangement of flowers that you can post and tag and all that good stuff. You want something stable. You don't want to be in this up and down energy. So let's clarify this Eight of Wands for the collective. Clarify this Eight of Wands. I'm actually getting to pull one more on the swords here. A lot of swords. Let me go back and clarify, or another additional clarification for this Two of Swords in reverse. And this Five of Swords, Judgment. Yeah. That I wanted to show immediately. So Judgment in reverse. I get that I told you so, but again, it could be a lesson you haven't learned. It could be, yeah, definitely not learning the lesson, but repeating cycles, or maybe going for a certain type that you know that's not your type. Like how does it happen again? How didn't I see this happening again? Yeah, it's because, you know, you can tell yourself I told you so without necessarily judgment, but it's learning this lesson of I'm repeating this cycle. I remember this load. I remember how heavy this was, and why am I still in that? You know, the Judgment sounding off, the trumpet sounding off in the Judgment card, it's, you know, the imagery on here, these individuals are celebrating, like they're waiting for this call. Like it's almost like the hallelujah I get. You want them to sing hallelujah, like you finally did it, you finally mastered that. There's a lot of growth to do here with, you don't want to be stuck carrying the loads of your past, or knowing that you can carry them. And we all should have an instance, I believe, where we shouldn't be carrying heavy loads just because we can. You know, we know our limits. We know what we're capable of. We know what we can carry. But it's the lesson of, yeah, that was hard. There was a strong lesson there that I learned that I don't have to repeat. Okay, so let's clarify now the Eight of Wands for the collective. What does the collective need to know for the Eight of Wands? A lot of action, a lot of wands again, passionate energy, fiery energy, and movement. Eight of Wands. Seven of Wands in reverse. And a lot of reverse energy. So this, you know, you're moving on to less arguments, less defensiveness, less of that struggle. If this is what your previous relationships, situationships have been, yeah, you're not gonna partake in that. You're moving on to calmer waters. You don't want to be in the highs and lows, and not necessarily be shocked, but like you can't be shocked. If you told yourself, I told you so, you can't be shocked. I mean, it's what you already saw. Ooh, at the bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Swords, a lot of truth. So yeah, this is a hard truth. And then if you identify with the feminine energy, this is a lot of truth. It's almost like, yeah, I told you so. Like, look at this. Here you are again. And I mean, truth hurts, but not in the sense that you learn from it. You know, I certainly prefer the truth over not knowing the truth. The truth might hurt in that second, that moment, or whatever time period it is for you, but you can move on from that. You can move on from that and leave that energy in the past. And counterparts here. King of Swords in reverse, Queen of Swords. So let's clarify this King of Swords in reverse energy. Four of Swords. Yeah, you're waking up from that mental conflict. You've rested. If this was a heavy energy from your past. I mean, that could have left you defeated, left you resting, taking care of yourself. You could be in a situation, I'm not surprised if we get hermit energy, where you were just to yourself. Again, reflecting on, I don't want to keep going through this. I don't want to be indecisive about this or undecided about this. Leaving or going away from that lustful energy to something more stable. So let's get one more on this one. Clarify any other energy for this King of Swords in reverse and Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, single energy. You prefer to be single. Working on your own dreams, your own career. Could be a career focus situation that you're in right now. And actually, you're looking great. That's what I get. You're looking great. Because think about it. You're not carrying all this load. You're not in this mental prison. You're just, yeah. And I feel like you're getting a lot of attention too. You get a lot of like just the yellow colors in this card. A lot of brightness. Yeah, you're looking bright. And you're actually attracting a lot of energy with that bright energy, with your bright light. And I want to point out, your brightest light will not illuminate someone that is not aligned with that doesn't appreciate your light. It doesn't, if you're not at the same level in that kind of energy, it's just that you don't match energetically. You don't. It doesn't matter how good looking or attractive that person might be. They actually, I get the sense like they might be repulsed by that light. Because if you're working on yourself, and I get also, you could be physically more attractive. So you could be just focusing on your health, better diet, exercising, or pouring into yourself. That's gonna put some people off. Like, you know, misery loves company. I get that woe is me. Like, they let those people sit in that energy if that's their energy. They wanna, you know, the complainers. Yeah, that energy is restraining and actually diminishes your light. You wanna be where they pour into you. Well, let's clarify this Two of Cups in reverse for the collective. What is this Two of Cups energy? Move these up if you can see them. What is this Two of Cups energy for the collective? Wands again. I think we might have all the wands on the board or close to. This is Nine of Wands. Typically the wounded warrior. Yeah, all this failed cups. I mean, they're lessons, but they can't be all that bad if it leads to you being in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Yeah, there's hard lessons that you don't want to repeat. But that's what shifts your focus. That's what shifts, again, this mental clarity. That's what clears your mind to investing in yourself, pouring into yourself. And I think I said on one of my readings before, you know, you don't want somebody else ruining your day. You're in charge of that. If your day's gonna be ruined, it's gonna be by you. And if your day's gonna be great, it's gonna be by you. It's a lot of self-empowerment, I don't want to confuse that with self-dependency or independence, but it is a lot of independent energy where you are the main focus, and there's nothing wrong with that. So we do need to pour into ourselves to be able to pour into others, to be able to get in a situation where you are open to a new beginning, to a new start, to a new relationship. And with Pentacles, it could just be into a new career. Make sure you're settled first. You have a strong foundation, strong ground. You're grounded. A lot of grounding energy. Tying back to this. So yeah, you're not in this wounded situation. You're not, I mean, that only comes from learning the lesson and not wanting to repeat the cycle. I don't feel drawn to pull another one. So let's pull on this Queen of Wands. When I initially got third party energy. Yeah. Somebody out. Somebody on the out. I'm actually get one more. Clarify one more. Ooh. Way too many. Clarify one more for this Queen of Wands reverse. Yeah, the cards are trying to fly out. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I get another 6, I'm gonna take them because that's the energy that wants to come out. Clarify this Queen of Wands in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's, yeah, third party energy. Just what I suspected. Yeah, I hope you can see that. Yeah. Okay, so third party energy. Wow. I mean, it could just be simply as you were in a situation where I hope you didn't know you were, engaging in a situation where you were either the third party or aware there was somebody else involved. It could have been, again, hidden from you. Or not with that one, with this one. With the Two of Swords. It could have been hidden from you. But I feel like you had a feeling. Like you, again, from the lessons that you learned from the past, you might have gotten clues, some signs that, yeah, you both felt the connection, if it was a passionate connection. So why didn't that grow? Why wasn't something offered? And that could only lead, I mean, not could only lead, but that likely means to like, oh, there's somebody else. Or what's holding you back? Something has to be holding you back. And it could be everybody's dealing with their own thing, but it could be in this situation, like, yeah, it was, I get a lot of X. It could have been an X, but more, I mean, this is being left out in the cold, being left out in crutches, and get either a divorce or a very long-term relationship that ended painfully. And again, if you're not in a balanced, stable situation, how can you offer something to anyone? You can't. You're pouring from an empty cup. And I actually don't get cups set for the Two of Cups. But that's the strong message that I'm getting. And I wonder, well, I'm curious to see if this energy is still involved. If they are, because like we saw the energy, all the cards that want to come out. It could be somebody still in your interest life. Could be a children's situation. Maybe they have children together. And that's not an easy break. That's not an easy breakup. If it's a divorce situation, the kids could still be involved. That could play into why this was promising. Could have been a very stable offer, a very stable relationship, but it just didn't come in. Left you confused. There's no pouring of each other's cups. There was no offer from your side. And of course, you're not, from the lessons, going back to the lessons with the Ten of Swords, you're not going to give. I mean, I expect that you learned that lesson enough to not give where it's not being reciprocated, when you're not getting that same love energy that you're giving. If you're not getting that, it should be an issue situation to not keep pouring, to not keep offering to that type of relationship. So I'm going to actually pull one more on the current energy for this Queen of Wands in reverse. Can we get one more energy? Okay. Yeah. So that it's no longer apart. It's no longer, not that it's no longer going to be a part of it if it's a situation where I mentioned if there's kids involved. It's almost like they were put out in the cold. I guess strong boundaries were set where, yeah, you have to acknowledge this is a breakup. We're not, like, this is the end of that relationship. Could be your person letting their ex know there's no spark. Nothing's gonna come of us. Like, this is the end of the relationship. Don't expect. And I mean, I actually get that energy where you might have came up in this mental conflict. If it was hidden from you, like a protection vibe, like it is kept away from you, like just to avoid this energy. They kept you away from this energy until this was resolved. So it could have been a situation where it was a recent breakup, recent divorce, and it was just like not the best time. That there's not time for that trumpet to sound, just based on how that situation was playing out. And it could be, it's a cycle. That cycle had to end. And you want to give people time to heal, and like even you in this energy of the 10 of Wands, healing takes a lot of time. 4 of Swords, that's healing, resting, self-care. And healing's not a linear journey. Everybody's healing journey looks a little bit different. Some people are able to recover right away. Some people are left, like, again, in this mental anguish and all this that didn't happen. I was defensive. I wasn't sure. It's healing's gonna look different for everyone. So yeah, it's just a healing journey that's different for everybody. What worked for you is not gonna work for everyone, or for them. You might have had a lot of obviously a lot of shared mutual interests, or similarities. I feel like when you find either a high level soulmate or a commitment, you find like you might be opposite, but you have enough of that shared common interest that's what attracts you to someone or an individual that share. Could be the same interest in, and outlooks of life and religion, spirituality. You found that you had that in common, but for some reason it didn't work out. And like I said, that comes back to the healing energy where that was their cycle they had to close out. And it had maybe nothing to do with you, but we know, at least I do. I think I like to self-inspect. Why did this happen, or was it me? But we don't want to do that. I mean, we can only focus on us, on what we're carrying, and not necessarily outside energy. Which is important to know what energy you let in. Like I said, we don't want to be pouring into situations and relationships that don't pour back into you. Because we're the ones left carrying that around. Can't be mad for letting these energies in, and these energies disappointing us when we allow them, like we allow that energy in. Let's clarify the last card here, Death in reverse. About cycles. Oh, the double in reverse. A lot of reverse. And actually that's interesting because on this, I guess, mat or printout that I'm reading, my readings on, I wanted to read some writing that's here at the top corner, and I'll do like a screenshot so you can see it. It says, the earth advances every month in each of the signs, which causes the sun apparently to do the same in the opposite sign. Thus, when the earth is in Libra, the sun appears to be in Aries, which is the opposite sign, and so on through the others. As viewed from Earth, the sun is sitting in the constellation which it obscures. So that just, and like I said, in one of my previous videos, I got a book for my birthday that was wrapped in this. It's almost like like a cardstock, or I mean, it's like a poster, but you know, the friend that gave me the book wrapped it in this, and I couldn't throw it out. Like I just drawn to the imagery and of course all the signs. But yes, so I get that energy of the sun is sitting in the constellation which it obscures. And that plays back to the, you were only able to see what you were allowed to see. Because if you would have been involved in this situation, if this was a divorce or a recent breakup, you do not want to be starting a relationship dealing with all this. Because again, it's outside forces. It's no matter how good, how passionate, how, you know, exciting it started, this energy would have sucked the light out of all of that. It would have made it not impossible, but just harder, more difficult. And again, it's outside energy. That energy is out in the cold. Like, that had to be resolved without you being in that situation. And again, if it's a healing journey for the person that you're interested in, they had to deal with that. You know, how can they pour into you, you know, bright energy, happiness, when they're dealing with just rainstorms and coldness, and then having to worry about, you know, protecting you from that, keeping you away from that. So that this had to end until there was no action. This had to end until it was finalized. And then it goes back to the karmic ties, karmic connections. And actually I need to block this card, so I'm gonna switch that. So yeah, the karmic ties, karmic connections. And again, if this is a situation where there's children involved, they will have to deal with this person, but with stronger boundaries, with an understanding, with letting that heal. It won't be as strong as it was if you had been, you know, been involved in that situation from the beginning. But also I'm getting this could be your tie to this individual, where if it started in that lustful, you know, flirty energy, and I get like maybe a lot of time has passed by, like they're still in your mind. There's still a connection there. And with the death and rebirth from Scorpio energy, it might be a new cycle in this relationship. And that might be what surprises you. That might be the shock and like, oh, you could have perceived this person as unstable, hiding things from you, not clear, not interested, to, oh, you had no idea this was going on in the background. You had no idea, maybe, you know, this was a protection. They're protecting you from that. So that's very admirable. That's very caring. They wanted to keep you from that. And I don't feel like it's to hide it from you, but it's, like I said, Queen of Wands in reverse, that's a very cunning energy. That's a very striking energy. That's a very, you know, forceful energy. They might have not been able to know what to do with that in that situation. How can they, you know, tell you, hey, by the way, this is what I'm dealing with, when this is shocking to them. Like, this is something they didn't see coming. Yeah, there's no way to know that until you see it through, until you see it to the end. But you know, we wish the best for people, especially if they're going through the healing journey, through a painful, hard journey. You want to wish everybody the best, especially if you're in a situation where you have mastered that, you have gone through that. You know, we want people to do better. These lessons are not easy. To close these cycles is not easy. You have to really want that for yourself. To not give into it, to not be wounded, to heal from it. So yeah, we always want to wish people better than what we got. Now let me, I guess, close out any final messages, either outcome or any other energies that we need to know for the collective. What is the final message for the collective? If there's a timing or outcome, what is the collective? Ooh, that wanted to show. Ace of Cups in reverse. Let's see if that comes out again. So it's like almost like the cup could not. Ooh, that's the all the way up since like Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, so it's not turning yet. And that flew like to the left, so it's not turning yet. So if it's in terms of timing, it has yet to spin. If it's right at the end of no more action towards the situation, you know, that might just be the beginning of their healing. If this is, I mean, this is clearly your energy. You're sitting in this stable single era. And if you look at the, you know, transgression of cards, if you're here, like they're barely here. Like they're barely dealing with this. So if you see this as a cycle, like they stop, they go through the reflection, why didn't this work out? So it could be certain steps that they haven't gotten to yet. If they're in this, okay, that's not gonna happen again, that's the end of that cycle, I'm cutting that. You know, that I'm not pouring into that anymore. That ends here, that's the end of that karmic relationship. Like now they have to do all the reflecting. And if you're still aligned in this energy where you're open to it, it might be a new beginning. It might be a, like I said, death and rebirth start to that. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is not turning yet. I mean, it won't, well, at least not in the immediate future. So let's see. Let's pull one more card for outcomes. What else? Oh, we got 10 of Pentacles. That could be, again, focusing on your pentacles, your career, your abundance. This is like a stable connection. So if this is a connection, not just, you know, a fling. If you felt like this person was a high-level soulmate, you know, a connection even, I'm not getting twin flame energy, but just a high-level soulmate. I mean, there is enough stability there where when it does turn, when it's, you know, they are healed. This could be the beginning of something really beautiful, very stable. It's, again, I do see now with the two dogs, like mirroring energy, twin energy. You could have dealt with a similar situation of this in your past to the point, like I said, you quickly, or you noticed that it was a pattern, you noticed that it was a cycle that you didn't want to repeat. So you went to healing right away, to, you know, pouring into yourself. Again, everybody has their own healing journey, so you might have gotten there quicker. There might just be getting to that. And that shared experience, it's what can bring you together. Having that understanding of like, yeah, I know how hard that is. Or once you get this clarity on, this is, if this person opens up on like, this is what I went through, this is what's going on. You know, I get like the I know energy, like, yeah, I understand why you had to do that, or why you didn't do that, why you didn't offer, why you didn't come in, why you didn't offer your cup. Because, yeah, it's, like I said, it's everyone's healing journey and how they are able to take these lessons and close them out, or be stuck in them a little bit longer than what you went through, what the other person went through. So, yeah, I hope you did enjoy this reading. It's, like I said, it's a cycle. We did leave Scorpio season. We're in Sagittarius season, which is why we get all these wands. So you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, or, I mean, any fire sign, Leo, Aries. And then from the paragraph that I read on this poster, I mentioned it. Actually a Libra and an Aries, so you could be dealing with those signs. And of course Libra is air, a lot of swords and a lot of justice. So there's a lot of balancing of energies. If this person is for you, you don't have to worry about, I guess, wondering if it's them, if it's aligned, if they're able to meet you at this level where they're healed because you're healed. Then that's when the wheel will turn. That's when this beginning starts. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Please be on the lookout for more readings. I do my readings as I'm guided to. Aside from any of my personal life or events that are going on, I do feel guided in that moment. So I don't want to be or set a schedule of when you'll be getting the next reading, but I hope you do enjoy these. Please let me know in the comments, or if you're interested in seeing another type of reading. I kind of just go where the energy takes me, and again, it's the guided messages that come through. So yes, please have a good rest of your day, and enjoy yourself. Continue pouring into yourself, into the best. A lot of self-care, what's best for you. What's meant for you will find you, and you want to be in this energy of, you want this mirrored. You want your love interest to meet you at this level, because if you're doing that, they're also doing that, and that's just, that's how you get from the 9 to the 10. You're so close. It's actually close. So if you're concerned about timing, it might just be in this Sagittarius season with the fire energy, Ace of Wands. That new beginning could just be around the corner. So thank you, and send you love and good energy and rest and fun energy. Bye.